Hello guys, this is a mini tutorial to explain how you can apply to the MA in Religion that will be offered on AIU campus. And this program comes from Andrews, and that's why we need to apply on the Andrews webpage. So I'll try to take you through it in a simple way, and we will go through the different requirements that must be met in order to apply. So first of all, you need to go to this link, www.andrews.edu/apply/. So what I will do is that I will select this and I will do Ctrl+C, and then I will go to my browser, and then I will do Ctrl+V, and then I will go to this link that tells me to apply. So as you can see, there's a picture, and then you have the idea here of how the page looks like, and then you try to apply. You have two options. You can either start an application or you can resume your application. Let's say that this is your first time or your second time, but either way I think it's safer to go with ready to start an application, and then you click on that. So you have here several spaces in blank that you need to fill in. So let's say, for example, that my first name is Yusri, yes, and my last name is Girgis, and this is one of the teachers that will be in our program, and his email address is yusri@apiu.edu. Okay, so yusri@apiu.edu, and then we type again that email address, yusrig@apiu.edu. And the date of birth, sir, can you tell me your date of birth?
November 13.
Okay, so let's go for the year first. So as you can see, we need to go back in time because Dr. Yusri was born in
79.
1979.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Then in 79 November, and then in November
13.
of November. Okay, so we will need your phone, sir.
+66
+66
942
+66 942
42
yes
852
852
150.
150. Okay, and then you can just repeat that number in the other space that says mobile cell phone. Okay, so you can put the same number in both places. Now the address information, you have to tell your address, and let's say that would be 195, because this is the address of AIU, 195 Mo 3. Okay, and then the city, let's say it's Muaklek, and then the state province is Saraburi. Yes. Okay, so right now, oh, by the way, in the address information you have to check here if you live outside the US. So I think that's the case for those who are applying our program. You have to check here. So you check here, and then you go to the address, and then in the address here you say your state or province, and slash the postal code. So I think it's 18180. Yeah. Then the city would be Saraburi, if I'm not mistaken. Saraburi. And then the country would be Thailand. So you just look for your country. Thailand, where are you?
Up. Down.
Okay, here it is. Okay, so going back a little bit, we have the contact information. It says here, are you logged in from a public computer? Most of you must be doing this from home, so you don't have to click on that box. So first name, last name, email address 2 times, date of birth, and then you can give the same phone number, your mobile cell phone number. After that, you have your information. You have the address number 1, it's required. So basically you give the number of the street or the street that is connected to your street. The address number 2 is not required, but in address number 3 you have to put the state, province, and the postal code. Saraburi is our city, and then our country is Thailand. Now, what type of student are you? Are you interested in undergrad or graduate studies? Then you have to click on graduate studies, because this is a master's program. Yes, and then here are several options, but just click on graduate. So in the several options that you have here, if you already have a master's program, it doesn't matter, because this would be let's say the first time that you apply to this program. So I suggest that you go for first time graduate. That's the best option you can look for. And then you will have to explain what academic program you have to go in. We still don't have an option for our program, so I advise you to go to religion MA, and you have to go to international campuses. I hope you're able to see that on the screen. I'll try to move the cell phone a little bit closer to the screen so that you can see it. You have to look for that option, religion MA international campuses, when you are looking for the academic program. So far so good. So we click on that, religion MA international campuses, and then you have to tell here the anticipated entry term. That would be summer this year. So basically you have it here, the option summer semester 2020 May July, and we are doing distance or off-campus learning, so we click on that. Now you will have to create your own account to go through this process. So let's say that you come up with a password. I will come up with a password like, I don't know, it could be anything, but could be something like password 1 2 3. Yes, and then I confirm here, password 1 2 3. Okay, and then you have to come up also with a password question like favorite Ellen G. White book, for example, favorite Ellen G. White book, and we could say here Ministry of Healing. Now after you are sure that you have completed all the information, remember, name, given name, surname, email address 2 times, date of birth, cell phone number, address, number 1 is required, address number 3 is required, city, country, graduate studies here, first time graduate, academic program, and anticipated entry term. Then you have to check your password, confirm your password, and you have the password question, favorite Ellen G. White book, Ministry of Healing. That's what we're coming up with. So we create an account. Now if something is wrong, the computer will tell us, sorry, your passwords are not matching, or we don't understand this or that. So it seems to be that we created the profile very well because the computer didn't complain. So you have to make sure that your password is right when you double type it. Okay, so now you have here the steps that you have to go through in order to apply. So basically you have step number 1, and we just finished that, create profile. That's where we are at right now. Now we are ready to start an application. After starting an application, complete an application, and then we submit supplemental items. Yes, So for start application, at the moment you put the cursor on the number, you will see that there's a hyperlink, so you can click on it and go to it. So let's go through that slowly. You have something here on the top right of the screen. So save password, well, that's up to you, but I would say never. Okay, so we start an application, which is step 2. So we click on it and these are the options. Yes, so you have to choose here Center for Intensive English Programs, that's ESL. Undergraduate, definitely no. Graduate Studies, yes, that's what we want. So you have to click on the third option and then you start your application. So when would you like to start? Remember that before we said summer semester 2020, that would be from May to July. Distance of campus, religion, MA, international campuses, first time graduate. That's your description, yes? So you will go next. We wait for the computer to... Okay, so this is how the online application goes. It explains here several things: instructions, academics, personal information, residency, etc, etc, etc. So we have to go step by step. Okay, so we go with instructions first. You can take your time and read it, okay, but there's nothing to do there. Just read for having more information. So you save and continue over here. Yes, after that you go to academics. We already said that we would do religion, MA, international campuses, that's our option. And then in concentration, well, personally when I applied, I didn't put anything in concentration, so you don't have to worry about that. You can leave it blank. And it also says here, please select the semester you would like to start the program. So it's already said. It also tells us here that we can use this code, grad with capital letters, and the year would be 2020. Okay, so you have that in order to waive the fee application. So don't worry about that. Let me see if I can go a little bit closer to show it to you. So a time will come to use this code, grad with capital letters, and then instead of the X's we will have the year 2020. We will get there. So we continue to move forward. So we go here and we save and continue. Yes, we go to personal information now. So remember that we had your personal information from before. In this case, Dr. Yusri, last name Girgis. If you have a preferred name, you can put it here. If you have a middle name, you can put it here. Have you used a different last name? No. Okay, if that's the case, if yes, you might have to explain which last name you have used before. Gender, no doubt, male. Date of birth, it's already given here. Home primary phone is the same that we have for the mobile phone. I told you guys that you can go down that road. The email address, you have to fill in your religious application, Seventh-day Adventist. Your marital status, up to you, but Dr. Yusri is married, happily married. So we move forward with that idea. We check that we are outside the US or Canada. So this is where we are right now with our address. And then you have a question in the end of this part of the application. Is your current address different than permanent address? If the answer is yes, you will have to give more information about your current address. But if it's no, then no problem. You can just go ahead and save and continue. So, are you a US citizen? I think most of you will say no. If that's the case, you have to say no here. So you don't have to fill in this US Social Security number. Don't worry about that. Are you a US permanent resident? No. So, no, no for these boxes. So what is your citizenship status? So maybe you will have to explain that you are other non-US citizen. Okay, I think this is the best for all of you, but there are several options. You can go through them, you can read them, but I think this applies to those who are interested in our program. Other non-US citizen. Okay, so primary non-US citizen is the other requirement that you have to fill in here. So in this case, we are looking for Egypt because Dr. Yusri is from Egypt. And visa type, you don't have to worry about that because they don't have to deal with that. So you can leave it blank. First language, sir, what is your first language? Arabic. Okay, right here. Now, do you have a current unexpired I-20 document permitting you to attend school in the US? That's up to you, but I would say no. Okay, so that you don't have to worry about that. Save and continue. Okay, so how many colleges have you attended? Let's say one, for example. Have you previously attended Andrews University or any of its affiliates? The answer should be no, but that depends on who is applying. Was English the language of instruction at any of the schools from which you received a degree? The answer should be yes in most of the cases for those who are applying for this program. So I hope you say yes. If you say no, you might have to answer other questions. So I will say that yes, English was the language of instruction that Dr. Yusri had at the university or college he attended. So let's say, for example, that you have to put here in add college which college you attended. Okay, so we add college. Yes, and then you will put the name of the school in this box. Dr. Yusri, are we talking about Solusi University? Okay. S-O, Solusi with Z, right?
S-O-L-U-S-I.
S-O-L
U-S-I.
S again? Okay, I thought it was Z. Solusi University. Now, when you type the university, you will ask the internet to search for you. Can you see over here? You have to search for the university. Hopefully it will appear. So, results found. You have to select an organization. So, it's listed here. If you go down, I will take the cell phone and go to it. So first we typed Solusi University. Yes? We haven't selected any country yet because we wanted to go for search. And when you see results found, you see Solusi University, Bulawayo, Zimbabwe. Okay, so our university is recognized. If your university is not recognized, you will have to go down. You will have to scroll down here, and you will have to put the unlisted school name and address. Okay, and other information that we will get to. But hopefully, our university is recognized, Solusi University. So we move forward. So the country, Zimbabwe. So we go with Z, Zimbabwe. Okay, here it is. And we selected this one. So yes, we don't have a problem with that. Select. So after we browsed the university, we select the university that showed up in our results, and we have the institution there. So we have one college. You see over here on top, you have one college. Now, in which month did you start, Dr. Yusri? Your education at Solusi University. You remember?
May 2003.
Then we go to 2003. Yes? And then in which month did you graduate?
2000.
That's the year. We need the month. May also? Let's say May. Okay. It's a long time ago, no problem. So, 2000 and what?
8.
2008. Okay. Did you graduate? Yes.
No, 2006.
2006. Okay, so we correct here. Okay. So, what is the level of this degree? Bachelor's.
Bachelor.
Okay. And we select your graduation date. So, we need to go for the year first. Yes, so we would say 2008. 2006. 2006. 2006, and let's say May, and let's say 12th, May 12th, just to give degree earned or expected. Let's say Bachelor of Arts in Religion. Can it be, Dr. Yusri?
Bachelor of Theology. Yes.
Bachelor
Of Theology.
of Theology. Okay, there we go. Now, please provide the language of instruction. This is very important. Let me adjust the yes, this is better. Okay, so please provide the language of instruction. That should be English. Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Now, if you have another institution that you attended, you can add another college, but we don't want to do that. Okay, just one institution is fine. So save and continue. So we're saving and we're continuing. We are having a problem with the internet connection right now. Let's see if the page you're looking for used information that you entered, returning to the page my cousin yes, to be repeated. Do you want to continue? Yes, continue. Let's see how this goes. We're having some issues with the connection. Okay, we're not ready for this. Let's try for a moment. Oh Lord, please help us. Page you're looking for used information that you entered. Turn it to the page my cousin action. Continue. Yes. It's either the server at Andrews or us. So can you check your cell phone to see if we have internet connection?
Maybe mobile data is working.
No, but check the Wi-Fi here. Sorry guys, if we continue to experience this, we might have to pause the video. Okay, since we cannot access the page now, we will continue the video later.